Hello and welcome everyone. As you can see, I have been naughty. And I've been naughty because it's been, I think, over a year since I've even tried to record a video like this, where it's me in front of a camera actually doing something of some significance. Although I would argue that my video about Shredder planning to kill all the furries is actually pretty good. But I've also been naughty because in developing Ghost Hunt, I have actually overlooked several things that have been a bit problematic. So I thought, hey, I'll knock out two birds with one stone and actually make a video of me patching Ghost Hunt so you guys can see what I go through every time something breaks down or something needs my attention. So that is what we're doing today. As you can see, I've made a bit of a list here. This is a great program, by the way, Notepad++, very handy. I don't know if I'll get to all of these in this video because I'll be the first to admit this is a lot of stuff, but I think I can at least get to the important stuff. And I think that, this one really bothers me. So, so in Roblox, sounds have a thing. What's the part with the sound? Sounds in Roblox have these things called roll-off minimum distance and roll-off max distance. Those two things are extremely important. What those do is roll-off max distance mean you can hear the sound from 50 studs away. Roll-off minimum distance means that if you're within 10 studs of the sound, it plays at the same volume and it won't get any louder, even if you got, if you're 8 studs away and 1 stud away from it, it's still going to be the same volume. I did not know that's what roll-off min distance or max distance was. I feel like if they just called it minimum distance and max distance, that would be well enough for people to figure out what it does. But case in point, there's several sounds in Ghost Hunt now that you can hear from all the way across the map, and I don't approve of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the lighting so we can see a bit better. Okay, yes. Now I can see more clearly. Next thing I should do is probably save this so I can have... Yeah, I've got several different versions of different patches and whatnot. I'll just call this Ghost Hunt patch from video. Okay. Yes, Bonesaw sounds have too high max roll-off distance, so that's what I'm going to fix first because I was in the game last night. I think I was just in the outside area over there and I heard the Bonesaws and it just drove me crazy. So yeah, that indicates that I need to find where those sounds are first. That's them, alright. So I think I want this only to be heard from like 14 studs away, and I'll go ahead and give it a min distance of 2. And I want to do the exact same thing with all of these, so I'll select both of them. What did I say, 14? I can't even remember. Oh, I'm so ADHD. I suck. 14, 2, okay. Sound, 14, 2. Alright, so now, I can't really demonstrate it unless I actually get in a game. The clouds look so thick, like when you're actually in studio mode, but then they thin out when you're playing. I'm gonna put an F next to that. That's not press F for pay respects. That's, that means I fixed it. Key pickup has too high max. There's actually a lot of those, so I'm just gonna fix all of those real quick. Luckily, the key pickup is right over here, and I think it's this sound. So yeah, I'll go ahead and make that, I'll make it 8. That's probably a good, now, taking into consideration this is a couple studs right here, I'll go ahead and make it like 10. And min distance, I'll make 1. Okay, so there's another one that I've fixed. Patient transfer door unlock has too high max roll off. What a mouthful. Someone in the Discord server, Ghost Hunt has a Discord server, by the way. You can find it on the social page, if that's what it's called still. Social links, I think, on Roblox. So join it. We're a fun community. But someone was complaining they couldn't actually hear the sound of the door unlocking, which is very curious to me because I know that it does in fact play. Not that I can find it. It's not just in the frame. Is it in here? I think it might be. All these sounds I heard from like the temporary end part. This I'm gonna make, how far do you reckon this is? Because I want people to be able to hear it from here. I should get like a tape measure plug-in or something so I don't have to keep like spawning in parts to figure out like how far away stuff is. X. Okay, I could have figured that out by looking at it. So about 47, I'll make it 50 just for good measure. Min distance, I'll go ahead and make like 4. Door crash sound effect has too high max roll off. Surprise, surprise. Pretty much all of the sounds do. I think the sound is, yeah, it's just here, isn't it? Yeah, okay. That one's pretty loud, so I'll go ahead and make it like 150. And min roll-off distance of 10 is perfectly acceptable for that. What I want to do, by the way, is I want to add... excuse me. What I want to do is I want to add, like, Christmas lights around the rim of this, and I need to get to that soon because Christmas is in like 2 weeks. Secret room music needs fixed is one that I've got, but I've got question marks by it, so I don't know. Let me at least take a look at the secret room and try if I can re-educate myself on how the music actually works. I know this part actually kind of triggers it. Music brick. Okay, back when parts were actually referred to as bricks. So this, I think all I need to fix is once again the roll-off max distance, excuse me, probably 40, I guess, because you have to remember studs are very small. I'm very curious now about the nursery. That's the doll. Where's the music? There's the music box. Did I ever... so I did touch that up, so you can't hear that from across the map anymore, so that's good. So I guess that's fixed now, and someone will probably report to me if it isn't. Moonlight in Bloodletting Hall. So this hallway that leads up to this, the leech room is basically what it is. So interesting bit of lore. Back in the day, in the, I don't know when, early 1800s or something like that, up until relatively recently, I think people used to think that insane patients can be cured by letting the quote-unquote bad blood out of their bodies, and they used leeches to accomplish this, which of course didn't work, but leeches are still used to help treat blood clots rather successfully in hospitals, which is very interesting. So yeah, that's kind of the story behind this room, where in theory, like, the patient would be in like a deranged state and they'd strap them down to this and apply leeches, and the leeches would pull the blood out, and eventually they'd probably realize that it wasn't doing any good, so they just have to inject them with some kind of sedative and bring them back to their cell. Kind of sad, but you know, that's how it was. That's history. So moonlight in the Bloodletting Hall means it's this hall here because it leads up to that. I guess it doubles the morgue hall. I absolutely hate this bug because what it means is that the light from the outdoor ambient is actually leaking into the building. So I think the only conceivable way I can fix that is by basically doubling the bricks themselves that are above this. This is why the outside of the map looks like such a mess. I've been battling this glitch since its existence, pretty much. And it only occurs sometimes. That's another annoying bit about it, is that it's not the same each server. So sometimes it has this glitch and other times it doesn't. So, but that should fix it. So moonlight in Bloodletting Hall, moonlight in Bloodletting Therapy Room, moonlight in bathrooms. Okay, so that's those three fixed right there. Those were in pretty close proximity. I think sometimes actually there's moonlight here as well. I'll go ahead and just kind of do this. I don't know how much of this actually is gonna fix it, but we'll have to just find out. So there's that fixed. Door crash sound effect. Oh, I fixed that. Moonlight upstairs. Okay. Gosh dang it. I mean, the frustrating thing is that it wouldn't even show me in studio mode. It's kind of the same thing with how the clouds look so different when you actually play the game. So I actually am not gonna know if this is fixed. Like, if I never see moonlight up here again, that's how I know it's fixed, and it's gonna take me some time to actually gauge that. In theory, that will work. This next one has me very curious. Book merged in computer in last office to the left. That one sounds pretty amusing, so I'll go ahead and take a look at that one. So last office to the left is right here. Yes, that is a book that is in fact merged into a computer. And I'm going to just drag that there. Snow inside broken window area. This one, I'm trying to gauge how much this actually concerns me because snow would actually get inside. Yeah, what's the best way to fix that? That looks pretty good. Yeah, these snow piles were a massive pain to design. Good, I can probably just lift it up like that. Yeah. So this one, like I said, I'm not terribly concerned because I know snow would actually get inside if the window were broken, but this is way too much. So, yeah, I need to, I guess, just size this down a bit. I'm not actually going to be terribly, I'm not going to concern myself too much with how this looks. I'm too much of a perfectionist. So I'll size this back like that. That's probably good, actually, right there. Nice little snowbank that kind of says, hey, right over here. So that's that. I think that's all the snow there is inside. So how can I fix this? Can I just move it this way and then this way? Is that any... Oh, yeah, that's fixing it. Okay, so let's do the same thing with this. And this. So yeah, these snow piles you can see in the Explorer. Whoops. Don't want to move the wall. You can see in the Explorer, they are very numerous, and they took ages to place each and every single one of them. So hopefully I never have to do anything of the sort again, but I probably will. So there's that fixed. Next would be make glass in admin room more transparent and change the rug in the admin room to fabric. So those are very minor because no one really sees them, but I'm doing them anyway because they bother me. So I'm very glad Roblox improved their fabric texture. And here is, oops, that's not the right property. I don't think actually reflectance has any bearing on what glass looks like anymore, if it ever did. I guess that looks pretty reasonable, I think. Just back in the day when Roblox had their old glass, the more translucent you'd make it, the more this would kind of go away. I'm trying to figure out how the more frosted it looks, question mark, I don't know. But that's that all fixed, so, whew, I think that's the entire list done in, what, 16 minutes? So there you have it. Now I've made a video, I feel better about myself, and now you have gotten a glimpse of what I do every time I update the game. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. I appreciate you tuning in. Join the community and I can talk to you, and that would be really fun. And thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Merry Christmas, happy miscellaneous holidays, goodbye.